Welcome to Eve Singularity. I'm Major Freak. Just pretty soon I'll be testing out the war deck Logi complications between allies and war targets and different corporations, etc., etc. And I thought, well, I'll just try out fitting out logistic frigate. I've never really done it. I can imagine they're fun, but I'm sure they get primaried a lot. In that vein, I don't want to bling it out. I'd love to put in a faction, you know? That'd be great. Add another minute, and then it would be a piece of cake, making it cap stable with some rigs. I don't want to touch the lows. I'm keeping that for tank, of course. It's looking great so far. I've got enduring everything, and they're cheap. The hull's probably the most expensive. This is Singularity, by the way, so this is totally off. But yeah, I mean, for me, 28-30 million is just one pilot's reward for knocking over a pirate stronghold. So yeah, it's an acceptable sacrifice for sure. Acceptable loss for undocking. Definitely the Cap 2 battery. I might have to lower it in trying to get tank in, but I think I gimp the tank a bit to remain cap stable because I don't have any. It could be vulnerable to neuting, but there's probably not a lot of options in cap transfer for a small, quick frigates. There might be, but I think it's more land the reps on people, hope you don't die, and if you're getting attacked, then yeah, it's all about, it's kind of like, this is sort of like a mini scimitar fit, because pretty sure the doctrines that are popular for those don't depend on cap transfer, just keep cap stable or manage your micro warp drive and stuff like that. This one doesn't have a micro warp drive because reasons I don't like them. So it's just personal preference. I'd prefer going with afterburners. I know it's different in nullsec. I'm a lowsec person, and getting out of that bubble has never been an issue for me, of course, because there's no bubbles in lowsec. So yeah, and plus countering the effects of any scramming is high on my list of to-dos. So yeah, that's why I'm prejudiced for using afterburners first, and cap stability and a whole bunch of other reasons. But yeah, you'll notice me shy away from micro warp drives as much as possible, which is a fault of mine. I recognize it. Okay, so we're looking at rigs now. We've gone through and tried to make it as cap stable as possible. When I first did it, I was plugging in Tech 2 and stuff, but it just didn't work with the power grid. Now the remote repair makes it 0.6 cap stable, right? And you put in 2 of them, that's 2.6. That's pretty good. We'll look at the alternatives immediately. Just want to point you towards the loss in velocity. Alright. And down here, we have the engineering rigs, which don't have any side effects. They're great. And this one, if we add 2 of them, this adds more total cap, and I'm at 1.7, so worse than having the armor rigs, but great because we don't lose 100 meters per second. This is only 10% still. My skill for that is probably 4, which is it? I forget. Yeah, all 4. Okay, and let's see now. If I put in CCCs, I'll definitely be cap stable with just 1, and it's only 0.1. So highly vulnerable to being nuded by something that's quick and can get on me. Yeah, 2 of them, 2.4. So there's no speed problems, almost as good as the repair rigs. And remember, I've got enduring, so that helps too. We'll get rid of this, and we'll try in a combination. See if that works. 2.1, nope. 2.4, nope. Let's try this. Would it be worth it? Probably not. See, 2.6. So I'll take 2.4 for sure. Absolutely any day of the week. There you go. Yeah. Okay, now then, I would, yeah, totally tempted to put in a faction, but yeah, I mean, how much would it add? Probably a third of the price of the hull, something, or even half. You know, that's plus 50%. Would it be worth it? Probably not. It's only a frigate. I think it only costs, what, 20 million or something? Oh, I don't know, probably less. Alright. And that's done. Cap stable. If I really need to, I'll think about yoinking that and putting in a rig for, say, tank, if I've got a hole here. But let's see what we can do. Yeah, I mean, managing cap stability is a player skill. Especially with micro warp drives. Alright. Yeah, definitely with micro warp drives. And of course, overheating and all that fun stuff. Alright, let's yoink that down and start with hull. And of course, damage control, because we're going to go armor, and we'll be putting as much tank on as possible, so obligatory that. I'll of course show you guys exactly what most people don't get about that whole stacking thing. This evades the stacking penalties of the other stuff. So 34, we'll definitely put in an armor plate. I think 400, much. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so we'll definitely put in an armor plate. And perfect. I don't need to gimp anything. This is great. Okay, so we'll definitely try the Energized first. We've got 3. Let's see now. They're pretty even, so I'm going to go there. How many can we shove in? Probably just 2, I'm guessing. Yeah, just 2. Our hull is... oh yeah, definitely thermal. So I would get a coating, which costs 0. Or even 1 CPU, I forget. Thermal coating, I think 0. Yeah, C0. Thermal coating, and then I put that in. So there. I don't really have any holes at all. Can we do better? Well, first of all, the alternatives are, and I'll show you. We have armor hardeners. We're stable enough. Could we get away with doing it? Why the heck not? The only problem with the reactive, there's only one of them, and it's got a fixed freaking... yeah, it's crazy. The cap drain is pretty intense for a small ship like this. But yeah, I mean, if you can manage your cap stability, you know, switching between targets, turning it off, turning it on, that would probably do it. You could probably get away with that. So, in order to keep things straight, I'll use my camera because my memory is crap. Take a picture of that. So that's the Now remember, that's 15% each, and then it adjusts for what somebody's using against them, so it can be a bit better. I'll put back on the damage control, take a picture of that. So 70. Alright, so you're thinking, well, why don't you just put in, instead of that, you put in another, and we could probably do it. I think it's 36, so I don't think we'll be able to get away with it. But Multispectrum, yeah, a short one. And of course, there are the faction stuff. There are some great faction coatings that you think of getting, because they're perfect and they're not too expensive. Some of them are crazy cheap. Alright, so if we were able to fit that, we would be 1 less EM, 3 less thermal, 1 less kinetic, and 1 less explosive versus the damage control. And why wouldn't you want damage control? It's not a lot, but if you're in the oh shit category, it's your chance to warp away. You know, just that extra few seconds, you know. It's not a lot. Only got 500, but still, it's better than nothing, right? Especially against small stuff. So we'll shove in the damage control. And I'm pretty sure the IFFs haven't reduced in price. I think they're pretty expensive still. It'd be nice if they went down. Let's check the market. It's been a recent mirror, so we might get reliable prices on this at Amar. It's not actually. Oh, that's pretty good actually. Damn. So yeah, if we really need the CPU, we could go for it. Now, let's investigate this. These are fun. This is fun for theory crafters to deal with, because it's just, you can find the wildest things. Alright. So we're going to compare. We could even check out the adaptive too. Why not, right? Alright. So thermal damage percent, and there we go. Now Tech 2 is right here, right at the bottom, and pretty much everything else is above it. Are you gonna get an appreciative increase for the money you're spending? Well, I don't know. Do we have anything? No, it's not available, unfortunately. I could, yeah, this kind of thing takes JITA. You're either a JITA or MR, and you're not going to be able to see the prices on Singularity. But the idea is that some of these are actually really cheap, and you've got like 2%. You might be able to eke out a little bit more for just 100k more in ISK, you know? So I'll look it up. For sure. It's a worthwhile thing to look into. The coatings, always, they're just great. I'll show you the, say if we didn't want that. Say if we wanted to yank out this sucker. Let's just take a picture so I know what I'm talking about, because that memory is crap. Always was. Alright. So let's yoink that out. Alright, we got 63. So if we had coatings, let's bring up coatings. Now, there's also the layered coatings, because if you're going here, you get what? You get, I'm getting, what, 200? Yeah, you're getting 200 more HP, which is 10% extra armor, you know. So think about that when you're doing your calculations, because A, it's got no CPU requirement, just like a coating, and it gives you 10% extra. All right, we get 7% resist for thermal, but you get 10% HP for armor. So you got to keep that in mind too, right? Because we are in PvP, and this is like how long can you last before you get reps on you. Pretty huge. But of course, resistance is a key when you're dealing with remote logi. And I'm assuming there's more than one Deacon. Or it's going to go down hard. So yeah, it's something to think about. The resistance is when you're getting remote repping, you're helping not only yourself, but the remote repper. It takes less of his repping to help you if you've got resistances. It's a weird way of thinking about it, but that's a metaphor. Probably the tortured metaphor, or not even a metaphor at all. But yeah. Okay, so 72, 73, 74. So we can get up to like 74. 74. That's curly A, but you know, these might not be too expensive. You know, some of them are really cheap. Let's see, 71. Look to be all 71s. Yeah, I mean, these are probably dirt cheap, and you get 1%. You might as well. They're probably like really, really, really cheap. Hopefully we see something in tomorrow. This is Singularity, by the way. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Just, okay, you got, why not get 1% better? It's just, you know, why wouldn't you? Yeah, just 70 and 71. Why not? Yay. I'm pretty sure these are a little bit more expensive. But, you know, think about it. Look into it. Some of these are a great deal. Especially the coatings. They're just crazy. Yeah. So we are going up by... We're going almost 10%. So highly worth going resistances. If you've got a plate, tempting to go for the layering. But you got to remember, the more resistances, the more you help your logi, because it's less they have to do to counter the incoming. And if it's too much, well, you're popped anyways, so yay. And that's the Deacon. That's my version of the Deacon. I'll probably look at shoot first doctrine fit for Deacons. Probably way smarter than mine. But yeah, I don't think I have it on this character. Nope. Oh, yeah, yeah, have at it. That is how I do it. And I've got really, like, I don't think I can eke any more out. I could go with faction, but why? You know, I might be able to go with power. Like, I doubt it. At this point, you're just tiddlywinks at this point. It's always good if you go 1 MN, and then it makes your life so much easier when comparing. So, Tech 2, stable. I could do it. Absolutely. It'd give me a little bit more speed. You know? And of course all the others are really expensive. So yeah, there you go. Could I eke a little bit more? Let's see, what do I got here? Yeah, there's no way I'll probably be able to switch out the Enduring for, say, Scoped or Tech 2. It's definitely not in the cards. And I'd be tempted to I was thinking of Yeah, I don't need to. Alright. Yeah, I was thinking of getting faction these, but they're kind of expensive. It can spiral out of control. And this is, if this is correct, which I doubt. That's about the cost of a single character getting a reward for fob, so I'm comfortable. I'm sure it'd be way more on the tranquility. Sorry. Alright, so can I do scoped? I doubt it. Oh, crap, sorry. That was mine. Alright. I can do that. I think I would like to do that. Okay, so we're going scoped. We're not going to get away with Tech 2. What do we got here? This is the compact. Yeah, there's no way I'm going anywhere near anything like that. So yeah, that's about as close as I can shave things, really. There you go. And voila. That is my idea of a LogiFrig. Yay.